Excel has two default options that appear in the format list when you're formatting a date. You can use the short date format where a date like, say, March 6, 2019 would be 3/6/19. Or the long date, which spells out the weekday and the month and uses commas. So that would display as Wednesday, comma, March 6th, comma, 2019. But there are so many other ways you may want your dates displayed. Maybe you want the weekday and month abbreviated to their three-letter versions. Or maybe your company is European and you want the dates formatted as a day, period, month, period, year in that different order. Maybe you want the leading zero and the full years like 03/06/2019. In this lesson, I'll teach you first how to create any custom date format you want, and then how to customize the default date format across Excel. So, these two date format customizations happen in completely different places, but we'll start with creating a custom format for your dates. First, let's put in today's date, again with that keyboard shortcut, Control, or if you're on a Mac, Command, semicolon. Now we want the format for that date, and here's another free keyboard shortcut for you. With that date selected, hit the keyboard shortcut Control-1 or Command-1 on a Mac. This opens up the formatting dialog box. Here you can see all the stored date formats under the date category, and there are a fair number, but there's also an option at the bottom of this list of format types to create custom formats. That's where we're going to go. Okay, when you click on custom formats, you're entering an entirely different approach to formatting. Here, we encode a format by using certain characters in specific sequences. Scroll about halfway down this list, and here we start to see some of those date formats. I bet you can guess that the D's are for days, M's are for months, and Y are for years. Also note the H's, M's, and S's, those are for hours, minutes, and seconds, as well as the AM/PM to indicate 12 versus 24-hour formats for time. The trick here isn't just what the letters are that you use, but how many you use. For example, a format with one M means just the number. Two M's means the number but with a leading zero. So September is 09, not just 9. 3 M's is going to give you the abbreviated text version of the month, and 4 or more M's will give you the fully spelled out month. Same rules apply for days of the week. 1D is just the number, 2Ds includes the leading zero, 3Ds is the abbreviated day, and 4 is the fully spelled out weekday. Everything else, from the order they appear, to the dividers you use, to the combinations or even extra text, is entirely up to you. All you do is write the sequence from this top bar here and then hit enter. For example, I'm going to make an especially complex date format to demonstrate this concept. I want to take any date and format it to say the words today is, and then a colon, which I'm going to put in quotes here so that they appear as text, then a fully spelled out weekday, so that's 4 Ds, then a colon and a space, and then the abbreviated month, so that's M's, another space, just the day number with 1, and then sadly there's no way to include the second, third, or fourth suffixes, but that's okay. I'll also put the year here, but maybe we want to include this date as how it would display in a European format also. So let me add a comma, and then some parentheses, DD, period, MM, period, YY, and close those parentheses. Note in the preview window this awesome and complex format we've just made. Now simply hit enter, and your date value now displays in this fancy new way without having to store all that extra stuff in the cell. Remember, this is still just a date. When you hit enter, you actually save the custom date format, and you can go back to that custom format with the Control-1 and see that it's actually been added to the bottom of the custom list and will be available across any Excel file from here on out as long as you go to this custom list. Now, if you want to change the default formats of your dates, so the short versus long options, this is actually done at the computer operating system level, not the program level. So in Windows, we're going to go to the region settings. On Macs, it is region and language. Under set regional format, we'll go to the date and time section, and then scroll about halfway down the list. You'll see the date and time regional formatting, and then about halfway again, you'll see the regional settings, and then region.
Here is where you'll find all of the settings to change your short or long dates. For example, I'll change my short date to the European format of day, week, and month. And now when I change short date in Excel, we see that it automatically updates to day, week, month.
Remember, dates in Excel are nothing more than numbers formatted to look like dates. So everything you just learned here is not changing or modifying the actual date value you entered in the cell, it's only changing how it's displayed. So go nuts!